Hello everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to create a WhatsApp chatbot to collect donations for NGO. So I have an NGO and I receive messages from all the donors that they want to do a donation in my NGO. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process. So to solve this problem, I have created a WhatsApp chatbot, that too without need of any coding and programming skills, using Pabbly Chatflow. Now as I've created this bot, whenever any of the donor is going to send me a message, automatically this bot is going to send a reply to them. Not only that, I can create the record of the donors from this bot directly into my Google Sheets. And for that, I'm going to build a connection between the bot and Google Sheets without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. First, I quickly show you how this interactive WhatsApp chatbot works from a donor's perspective. Right from sending a simple message to completing a payment and receiving a thank you. Then we are going to see how you can add your donor's details into your Google Sheets automatically from the WhatsApp messages. And for that, we're going to build a connection between WhatsApp and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. You can also test this entire flow yourself by creating your own WhatsApp chatbot inside Pabbly Chatflow. And yes, you will get 100 free credit points to get started without any cost. So let's see how this amazing bot will work in real time. This is the bot that I've created, and towards this bot, I will send a message that is going to be, "Hello, I want to donate." Okay, I'm going to send this message towards this bot. And you can see I've received the image of this NGO. With that over here, I've received, "Thank you for your kind heart. Your support means the world to Hope Bridge Foundation. How much would you like to contribute today to make a difference?" Okay, I have three options. I will choose the option 1000 right over here. Okay, as I selected 1000, it says, "You're amazing. To send you receipt and heartfelt thank you from Hope Bridge Foundation, may we have your full name?" So for the full name over here, I'm going to write it as test user as my name. Okay, I'm going to send it. It is asking for my phone number. So for the phone number over here, I'm going to enter my dummy mobile number and send it right here. You can see, "Thank you, test user. To complete your donation to Hope Bridge Foundation, please click the link below." And this is the payment link. If I'm going to click on it, I will land towards the payment page. You can see right over here. Okay, and as I'm going to complete the payment from here, if I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on "I have donated" button right over here after doing the payment successfully, it says "Donation success. Thank you once again, test user, for your generous support. Your kindness helps Hope Bridge Foundation reach more lives and bring real change." Okay, so as you can see right over here, automatically I have received this message. If I'm going to open my Google Sheets, you can see the record of the donor's details is also created. Full name is test user. This was the phone number, and the donation option selected was of 1000 rupees. Okay, so as you can see right over here, automatically the details are also added in my Google Sheets of my donor. This is how this amazing WhatsApp chatbot is going to work in real time, and this is how this amazing connection between the bot and Google Sheets is going to work. And we're going to create this bot using Pabbly Chatflow and the connection between this bot and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing bot is going to be created. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. Okay, after browsing the website, Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Now before we create this amazing chatbot, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates about Pabbly. In this space, you can get help not just from our team members, but also the fellow other users. Over here, you can ask your questions, share feedback regarding Pabbly, and also find amazing automation tips. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Now, we are going to create the amazing chatbot. After coming to the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow, you will find two options. That is, sign in or sign up for free. if you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Chatflow account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account. Then you will find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, where you will see all the applications that Pabbly provides. I want to use Pabbly Chatflow, so I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Pabbly Chatflow is an amazing tool that is going to help you to manage all your WhatsApp conversations in one place. You can send WhatsApp messages as well. To set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you need to add your WhatsApp number from here, and as you go to click on it, you will find two options to create your setup. One is the WhatsApp Connect, other one is the Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn both of the tutorials of how you can set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, for that you will find the link in the description box below of both of the videos. Okay? Pabbly Chatflow provides multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcasts, flows, AI assistant, activity logs, and setting, under which you will find multiple options. So if you want to learn about each and every feature of Pabbly Chatflow in brief, you can check out the video that we have already created, and we have added the link of all the videos in the description box below. Now let us create this amazing chatbot. For that, from the left side of the panel, go to Flows section right here. After coming to Flows, you have to click on this Flow Builder option right over here. After coming to that, you will land towards the Flow Builder page of your Pabbly Chatflow account. And now to create a new flow, click on this Add Flow button right here. And as you're going to do that, you will see a new flow has been created. And firstly, I am going to rename the flow. That is going to be WhatsApp chatbot to collect donations for NGOs. Okay, so this is the name of my flow. After renaming the flow right over here, you can see this is the trigger box. Okay, so this trigger is how this bot is going to get started. For that, we have multiple trigger events. First option is keyword regex match, other is user starts conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to list, custom field updated, tag assigned. Okay, you can see right over here, these are the trigger events using which this bot is going to get triggered. Okay, over here I'm going to select my trigger event as keyword and regex match. Okay, so after selecting my trigger event, you can see first is keywords. So what are keywords? So let's suppose you receive a message from your customer on WhatsApp. There are certain keywords that you have entered over here in the field, and if those keywords are received to you as a message from your customer, automatically this bot from here is going to be triggered. So let's suppose I'm going to enter a keyword over here as hello. As I'm going to write it, I'm going to press the enter key to save the keyword. Okay, in the same manner, you can add as many keywords as you want right here. Okay, now after the keywords, it says regex. Regex is a short for regular expression. It is a special pattern or sequence of characters used to find, match or filter specific text. For the regex, I have a special character that is going to trigger this bot by any of the messages that we receive from our customer. So I'm going to enter that special character right here. So you can see right over here, this is the special character regex that I've entered, using which this bot is going to get triggered by any of the messages that we receive from our customer. If you want to use this character in your flow as well, you can find it in the description box below. I've added it there. Okay, so after setting up a trigger of this bot, now as we receive a message from our customer, what is the first message that we're going to send towards our customer? What I'm going to do is I'm going to first send an image, and with the image I will write thank you for your kind heart and this message with the options right here. For that, I'm going to simply drag the point of this trigger and drop it in this field. For the content type, I'm going to select the content type first as media, as I want to add the image of my NGO first. Okay, for the media type, I'm going to select over here as image. You can also use video, audio or document according to your requirement. Okay, next it is asking for me to enter the URL, the media URL. I'm going to, instead of adding the URL, I'm going to upload it from here. So I'm going to click on this button, and this is the media. I'm going to open this media right over here. As I've done that, you can see this is the image of my NGO after uploading the image. Now, as I want to send a thank you message with number of options, I'm going to add content in this message right here. So click on this add content, select the content type as text plus button. We have to enter a text right here. For the text, I'm going to write it as, you can see right over here, this is the text that I've entered. Thank you for your kind heart. Now you can see in front of this sentence and in the end of the sentence, I've added 2 stars. We add the 2 stars for the formatting of the text to convert this text into a bold formatted text. Okay. For that, simply in front of the sentence and on the end of the sentence, you have to add 2 stars. That is going to make the entire sentence bold. Okay. It says, your support means the world to Hope Bridge Foundation. This is the name of my NGO. How much would you like to contribute today to make a difference? Okay. So now as I've added the question, I want to add options in this message as well. To add the options, I will add buttons over here. For that, click on this add button, and in this manner, the button can be added. I have 3 options, so I'm going to add 3 buttons right here. In a message, you can only add maximum number of 3 buttons. Okay. Now we're going to rename all the buttons. So I'm going to name all the button over here as, you can see right over here, these are the 3 buttons, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees and the option other. Okay. If someone wants to donate 500, they can select this option. If they want to donate 1000, they can select this option. If they have their own numbers to donate, they can select the option other right here. Okay. So now if the donor selects any of the options from here, first of all, I want to save the answers over here. Okay, if they select 500, I want to save the answer that they have selected 500. If they select 1000, I want to save the answer that they have selected 1000. And if they have selected the option other, I want to save the answer other as well. Okay, so now over here to save the answers, we have an amazing feature in Pabbly Chatflow, that is contact custom fields. In the action, we have this node in the name of set contact custom field. I'm going to drag this action and drop it in this field. Using this node, we can save the answer in a contact custom field. Okay. If you want to create your own contact custom field, simply go to settings and you will find the option contact custom fields, in which you can create your own fields according to your requirement. Okay. I have created a contact custom field in the name of answer right here. So if any of the donors select the option, let's suppose 500, this response is going to be saved over here in this contact custom field. And as I want to save the answer 500, so I'm going to simply copy this from here and add it over here in this value. Okay. So if they select this option, the value is going to be saved over here as 500. So I'm going to connect both of these points from here. Okay. So now if the donor selects the option 500, in the contact custom field in the name of answer, the response 500 is going to be saved. In the similar manner, I am going to add the contact custom field for the option 1000 as well as for the other right here. Okay. And remember, as you can see, I've added all the contact custom field in the name of answer. You need to do that as well, because at one point a donor will only select one option. So any of the options will be saved in this single field that is in the name of answer. Okay. So now as I have added these details, as I've added the answer of my donor in the contact custom field, now let us move forward. Okay. As now this answer is saved. Now my next question that I want to ask is what? You're amazing. To send your receipt, firstly I want to collect their full name. Okay. For collecting the full name, as we are asking a question right here, what I'm going to do is firstly I'm going to set up the questions for this option that is 500 right here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply drag the point of this ask question and drop it in this field and connect both of them. Okay. My first question over here is going to be, you can see this is my first question, that is you're amazing. To send your receipt and a heartful thank you from Hope Bridge Foundation, may we have your full name. Okay. I will add the full name in the contact custom field that I've created in the name of full name. Reply format, I will receive a text reply. Number of attempts is going to be 1. And for the validation message, I'm going to write over here as error. What is a validation message? So let's suppose a donor has replied towards this message and it is not equal to the format that you have selected. Then they will receive a validation message of error from here. Okay. After collecting the data of the full name of my donor, I want to ask another question. I want to collect their contact number. Okay. For that, simply I'm going to connect both of the question field and I'm going to enter the question over here as, so the question is, and your contact number please. Okay. As I'm now collecting the contact number from here, I have created a contact custom field in the name of phone number, and I'm going to select the format over here as any. Okay. After collecting both of these details, I want to send the donor a message. Okay. For that, simply from this question, I'm going to drag this point and drop it in this field. Content type over here is going to be text plus button. In the message, I will send the link. Okay. This link is specifically going to be for which amount? 500, as we are setting up the 500 button right now. I have created a link specifically for the amount for 500 only. Okay. So I'm going to add that payment link in this message as well right here. So I'm going to enter the message over here as, you can see I've added this message. Thank you, dollar full name. So now what is this dollar full name? In this first question, I'm collecting the data of the donor's full name. It will be added in this contact custom field in the name of full name. I want to extract this data from this field and add it in this message to create a personalized message. Okay. For that, simply add the name of your contact custom field exactly right over here, full name, and just in front of it add a dollar sign. So the data will be extracted from this field and added over here in this field. Okay. To complete a donation to Hope Bridge Foundation, please click the link below. And this is the link of the payment that I've created. If I'm going to copy this link over here and open it in a new tab right over here, you can see this is the payment link for what amount? For 500. I've created this link using Razorpay right here. Okay. So as now this link has been added, it says every rupee you give lights up someone's world. We deeply appreciate your compassion. Okay. You can see right over here, this is the message that is going to be forwarded after we collect all the details from our donor and they select the option that is 500 right here. Okay. So in this manner, I have messages for the option 1000 as well as other right here. So I'm going to set up all the questions as well as the thank you message with the payment link over here for both of these options as well. You can see right over here, I've set up the message for the option other as well as for the option 1000 right here. I've collected their full name and the phone number in the similar manner. The message that I've changed is this right over here, thank you dollar full name, and in this I've added the Razorpay link. If I'm going to copy this link from here, this is the 1000 option. I'm going to open it in a new tab. You can see it says donate 1000. Okay, and with that I have other option right over here as well. If I'm going to copy this link from here and open it in a new tab right over here, you can see this is the other option where the donor can contribute any amount that they want. Okay. So over here, I've added this message with the payment links as well. I want to send a message if the donor has donated. I want to send further messages in this flow as well. So over here, after this thank you message and the payment link, I will add a button over here of I have donated. Using this button, if this button is selected by the donor after the donation is done, they will receive a thank you message after this as well. Okay, so I'm going to add the button over here in all of these messages right here. And you can see right away I've added the I have donated button in both of these messages right here. Okay. So now as soon as any of the donors click on this button, what I want to do is I want to send them a thank you message for doing the donation. But before that, as I want to create the record of the donors details in my spreadsheet, I have to send the data from this bot towards this spreadsheet, and we're going to build the connection between the bot and spreadsheet using Pabbly Connect. On a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear where you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign in, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm already a user, so I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you will again see the All Pabbly Apps section. As now I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Now we'll come to the Pabbly Connect's dashboard. To create a new automation, click on this Create Workflow button. There are two methods to create the workflow. I'm going to select the old classic method, but if you want, you can use the new beta method as well. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to rename the workflow. For the name of the workflow over here, I'm going to write it as WhatsApp Chatbot to Google Sheets. Okay. For the folder, these are the folders that I've created, from which I'm going to select the workflows folder and simply click on this Create button right here. As I've done that, you can see the workflow is successfully created and you will find the two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. I am going to set up my trigger step first, in which my trigger application, I am going to select over here as Pabbly Chatflow. As using Pabbly Chatflow, I have created the WhatsApp chatbot and the trigger event is going to be new message received. As new message is going to be received towards this bot, this trigger should capture the response of that. Now to connect the bot and Pabbly Connect, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. So I'm going to copy this URL from here and go back to the flow that I'm creating. Okay. So now to connect this flow to Pabbly Connect, we have to add the webhook URL in this flow right here. For that, we have an option in actions, that is API request. I'm going to drag it and drop it in this field. Okay. So now you can see in the API request, we have to add the webhook URL. For that, click on this edit button. For the method, we are going to select the post method right over here as we are sending the response towards this URL. So you have to select post. For the URL field, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. Now we have to set up the parameters. What keys are we forwarding towards this URL? I'm going to send the full name of my donor right over here. So I'm going to select the full name over here from the contact custom field and name it over here in the key as well. With that, I also want to send the phone number that I'm collecting. So I'm going to copy this from here and paste it over here in the key as well. Okay. Then over here, lastly, I will add the answer, that is the donation option. So I'm going to select the answer right over here and I'm going to name the key over here as donation option. Okay, so these are the three responses that is going to be forwarded towards this URL. For saving this URL, we have to click on this test button first to test whether this URL is working or not. The status is 200, that is a positive response. If I'm going to go back and scroll down, you can see the test response has been successfully captured over here in our trigger. Okay, so as now the test response has been forwarded, we have to save it. So I'm going to click on this save button. As I've done that, the URL has now been added. Okay. So now I am going to connect this API request with three of these boxes that I've created because I will send the name, option as well as the phone number by this URL for three of the options. Okay, so I'm going to connect all the buttons right over here that I have created to this API request. Okay. As I have sent this response towards the URL to all the contacts who have done the donation, I want to add a tag for them as well. For that, you can see over here in the action, it says add tag. I'm going to drag it and drop it in this field and I'm going to simply connect this right here. Okay. For the add tag over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the tag that I've created in the name of donation received and all the contacts who are doing the donation will receive a tag of this donation received. Okay. Now after adding the tag, sending the response towards this URL, I'm going to send a final message towards all the donors. And what will be the final message? Donation successful. Thanks once again, test user, for your generous support. Your kindness helps Hope Bridge Foundation reach more lives and bring real change. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply drag this point of add tag and drop it in this field. Content type over here, I'm going to select it as text plus button, and for the final message over here, I'm going to write it as, you can see this is the final message that I've added. Donation successful. Thank you once again, full name, for your generous support. Your kindness helps Hope Bridge Foundation reach more lives and bring real change. Okay, so I've added this final message over here as well. So I have created this amazing flow. Now to save this flow that I've created, I'm going to click on this save button right over here. It says flow updated successfully. That means now this flow is successfully saved. Okay. As now we have saved this flow, now we'll complete the connection between this bot and Google Sheets. We're going to set up our action step, in which my action application over here, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. Action event, I'm going to select over here as add new row, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear in front of you, or just click on add new connection. But if you want, you can select the existing connection as well. I'm going to click on this sign in with Google button right over here. It is asking for me to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? This is the account. I'm going to select it. Then it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, Google Sheets is now been connected to Pabbly Connect. For the spreadsheet, I will select the spreadsheet in the name of donor details. So for the spreadsheet over here, from the drop down, I'm going to select over here as donor details. Okay. And for the sheet, I'll select the single sheet that I've created in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet, I'll select it as sheet 1. Then it is asking for the full name, phone number and the donation option. Now for the data of these fields, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. Over here, as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear. In the response, I've received the full name. So I'm going to select the data of the full name of my donor from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In the similar manner, I'm going to map the data of the phone number as well as the donation option. After filling in all the details, I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button. I've received a response, which is a positive response. In my Google Sheets, you can see the response has been created over here as a record. Okay. So as now this record is created, this means that the connection between Google Sheets and the bot that we have created using Chatflow is now been successfully done. Okay. Now, whenever we receive any of the messages from our customers through the questions, automatically the record of it is going to be created in my Google Sheets in this manner that we have already seen before. Okay. So this is how you build the bot using Pabbly Chatflow and the connection between the bot and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just this WhatsApp chatbot, you can create multiple other chatbots according to your need with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. If you have any question, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can ask us query on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can check out this link. If you want to try to create this bot for yourself, for your business, you can do it absolutely for free with the help of Pabbly Chatflow.